You're horrid, you're ghastly, and I love you true. So here are some presents I'm sending to you. I'll send a small box of smallpox, a large tub of hubbub, your own noose for home use, a crate full of hateful, 'cause you're the coolest little monster that ever put the spook on me. I'll send a lipstick of arsenic, one urn of sunburn, 6 cups of hiccups, a bin full of sinful, 'cause you're the coolest little monster that ever put the spook on me. Monster mine, you haunt me all the time. I'll be true, I'm so in love with you. Looby dooby dooby dooby, 8 pairs of hangnails, some pass cards for graveyards, a werewolf that's your wolf, some bat wings for earrings, 'cause you're the coolest little monster that ever put the spook on me. My dear, you're ravishing. Wherever did you dig up that dress? Monster mine, you haunt me all the time. I'll be true, I'm so in love with you. Dooby 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 dooby, green hair for nightwear, some lap robes of earlobes, a hat pin of bat skin, and 3 scraps of kneecaps, 'cause you're the coolest little monster that ever put the spook on me. My dear, since I first laid my eyes on you, I can't get them back in the sockets. 'Cause you're the coolest little monster that ever put the spook on me. In every vampire's life come moments now and then when goodness seems to threaten you. Don't yield, don't bend, you'll triumph in the end. A wicked thought will pull you through. When things are going wrong and virtue might succeed, remember to yourself, be true. Fight hard, spread hate, and if you concentrate, a wicked thought will pull you through. Keep your eyes upon the ground, fill your heart with gloom. It takes a heap of haunting to make a grave or tomb. So banish all those fears, tomorrow things will change, a darker day's in store for you. Be strong, don't fail, and evil will prevail. A wicked thought will pull you through. Haunt on, bowed in your shroud, a wicked thought will pull you through. And now, friendly spirits, it's Ghoulview time. Brought to you by Ghoulview, the modern cemetery for the modern spirit. The only cemetery that dares to say, relocate. If you're cramped in your crypt, come to Ghoulview. Need more room in your tomb, come to us. If you hardly can stir in your old sepulchre, make our new catacomb your modern dream home. And if open, your coffin is stuffy, and the crowds in their shrouds get you down, well, and why hesitate? It's time to relocate, and Ghoulview is the place for you. Yes, at Ghoulview, you enjoy the new concept in internment. Choose from spacious ranch-type tombs or split-level plans, all with room to expand in case your needs change. And you'll love all the Ghoulview extras. Our all-star entertainment policy puts laughter in the hereafter. And our guests enjoy dependable switchboard service. If a medium calls, you'll never miss a message. And of course, you have flexibility. If you're away on an extended haunt, you can even sublet. Isn't that exciting? So ask yourself, do you keep finding fault with your vault? And you're really not hot on your plot? And if each way you turn, there's somebody's urn, well, your troubles are through when you come to Ghoulview. Is there moss on your old mausoleum? Have you outgrown your granite headstone? Well, it's time for a change. Pack up the old remains, and Ghoulview is the place for you. You'll really dig it. Ghoulview is the place for you. I saw my first crocus tonight by the little headstone over at the gate, and it reminded me it's that season again, when the fungus starts in spread and the werewolves start their shedding. It's a sure sign of spring. When the monsters check their stitches and date up the local witches, it's a sure sign of spring. Everywhere there's excitement in the air as creatures stir from their gloom. Fangs get polished, capes get pressed, and claws get freshly groomed. When the grouchiest of she-wolves gets girlish with the he-wolves, it's a sure sign of spring. When the casket lids are thrust off and the mummies shake their dust off, it's a sure sign of spring. When in every cemetery ghouls are whistling so merry, it can only mean one thing. It's a sure sign of a spring. In every forest glade, all the spooks are on parade, showing off to the crowds. Open clawed pumps over cobweb hose with a new Bermuda-length shroud. When the zombies start their stirring and the cat girls start in purring, it's a sure sign of spring. When each little girl and weaver acts like she's the Queen of Sheba, it's a sure sign of spring. When the ghosts close up their cupboards and move out to the suburbs, it can only mean one thing. It's a sure sign of spring. The Transylvania PTA had a luncheon dance the other day. Committee work was done by teachers under the dean of assorted creatures.
And a good time was had by all. Yes, a good time was had by all.
Chairs were arranged for the sitting few, perches set up for those who flew. Parents with gills had tanks assigned, and baskets were used for the formless kind.
And a good time was had by all. Yes, a good time was had by all.
One minor thing happened to spoil the fun. The menu hostess, thoughtless one, instead of rolls, served a hot cross bun. Well, the vampires arose and walked out as one.
And you couldn't blame them at all.
Not really.
You couldn't blame them at all.
The anatomy class had been warned rather firm not to bring the monster they'd built this term, but of course he was there, brimming with life. It's a shame he ran off with the principal's wife.
But a good time was had by all. Yes, a good time was had by all.
It's a wonder the lunch didn't turn out worse. The geography which, sure enough, cast a curse. It began when the sophomores, playful bunch, poured geritol into the vampire punch.
And it turned into quite a ball. Yes, it turned into quite a ball.
First, the freshmen captured the fiend who taught math and threw him into an acid bath. He had tougher stuff than they thought he had. He just swam around till the acid turned bad.
And it didn't faze him at all. No, it didn't faze him at all.
Then the board of regents crawled from their tanks and picked a fight with the reptile ranks. Carnivorous couples did nasty things and ate off half of the faculty wings.
And that started the free-for-all. Yes, that started the free-for-all.
Soon carnage was strewn from the library tombs clear to the vampire study rooms. Frankenstein's boys were loading up carts to build up his stock of extra parts.
And they piled them up out in the hall.
High!
They piled them up out in the hall.
When it looked like the party was out of hand, the day was saved by the student band. The brotherhood hymn had no sooner begun when survivors shook hands if they still had one.
And a good time was had by all. Yes, a good time was had by all.
At every Transylvania hop, when the ghouls and the monsters are about to drop, one lively cat don't wanna stop. He shouts for more, 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 more. He's a ring-a-ding-a-rang-a-tang, the doobie-doobie doll of the hop. He always wears a shaggy fur cape, cut kinda loose with a Congo drape. They say that it's made of a let-out ape, and it hangs right to the floor. He's the ring-a-ding-a-rang-a-tang, the doobie-doobie doll of the hop. He's a little bit hairy, looks a little bit